Setting up your meeting for Facebook Live. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. All right. Close. So let me see if we're on. All right, we are live. Yes, yes, we are live. We are live. We are definitely live. Welcome, everybody. Yes, we are live. I have shared this. Should be on your page. My name. Again, my name is Pastor Brian Skinner, and the host that you see at the bottom of your screen or on the left side is Sister Vanya Harris from the Old Friendship Missionary Baptist Church, and we are presenting to you today Zoom etiquette suggestions. Amen, amen.
Amen. Yes, 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 yes. Good evening, everybody.
Yes, yes, yes. What's going on now? Before we get started, I want to let everybody know. That what we look for you all to do is to share and like and comment this live that we are doing. Again, Zoom etiquette suggestions. There you go.
Yes. Suggestions.
So we're going to have some suggestions. We're going to have some fun tonight. Again, we want to bring you all in and like, share, comment. Definitely. Sister Harris, what are they looking forward to tonight?
Well, look forward to a light, fun, exciting time of just some suggestions that I have personally seen in my work life, in my church life, and in my personal life. Due to this coronavirus stay-at-home order, we have all been in so the doctor's office, our church, my work, meetings with friends, all has to be done on Zoom. Before this, I was used to doing Zoom in a work atmosphere, so I had a little familiarity with Zoom before this. But now that we're all doing Zoom in church and other atmospheres, Pastor Skinner and I thought we would just get together and come up with some suggestions for Zoom etiquette. And these are just some suggestions based on what I've seen being on Zoom meetings like every other night. And I'm sure what Pastor Skinner's seen being on Zoom meetings in his day-to-day.
Yes.
So yes, so we want to start off with one. And remember, these are suggestions based on our experience. We're not experts, but we're using Zoom a lot these days like everybody else. So the first one, the first one, we're going to lighten this up. Very, very funny. So what I'm about to do is one of the suggestions on what not to do on Zoom. But I thought it'll bring little bit just to let everybody know what this looks like on a meeting. So give me a second. Pastor Skinner, keep them coming.
Go ahead. I will. So look, it's important for church purposes, again, for church purposes and also work purposes, all right, for the profession and also for worship services, how you should be on Zoom, all right? And so Sister Harris is going to come with a demonstration. Again, for all of those that are online, I see everybody who's online. Thank you for tuning in. And here we go, Sister Harris. What do we have?
I'm on a church Zoom, and I just got out of bed. So I have on my scarf on my head. So would you say this is appropriate for church Zoom, Pastor Skinner?
We come to worship the Lord. Now, some people would argue we should come as we are. That was talking about the heart. But as far as the scarf and everything like that, no, be presentable. The same way you would present yourself inside of a church building. It's the same way you want to present yourself on Zoom.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And I just did that so the people out there could see what that looks like, because Zoom is a video format. And when you choose to use your video on Zoom, people can see everything about you, your background.
Yeah.
Hopefully you see my lovely pictures on my refrigerator. And I got my Bears pillow in the back, go Bears. And people can see you. They can see everything about you from the head all the way down to your waist. So
Right.
if I come to Zoom, church Zoom meeting with my scarf on hand, people are seeing that. And we know we live in a society where people do look at what we have on.
Especially, yeah, again, we know that we are in the comforts of our home, especially not only church services, but also in the professional world. But again, be presentable. It's so important, because guess what? I will let you know, Mr. Harris, you can attest to this. People do talk, because I'm one of them. I have to be real. I am one of them that will talk about you.
And wait, Pastor Skinner, they won't wait until they get off the Zoom to talk about you. What they'll do is, it's a chat feature. I don't know if a lot of you are aware of this, but it's a chat feature in the Zoom app where I could say to Pastor Skinner, did you see what Sister Vanya had on her head at church? We're at church Zoom. So it's a chat feature that allows you to chat with any participant of the Zoom meeting back and forth. And it can be done privately, or you could chat to the whole group. So sometimes people won't wait till they get at home to talk about you. They'll be talking about you during the Zoom meeting.
And that's the truth, right? So what happens is, a lot of times, because I've been in that situation before, and just being honest, it's been a situation where in the chat, and you have to be careful in the chat, FYI for everybody out there, when a person sends you a message privately, you want to respond back to them privately. Because if you respond to them privately, everyone is going to get a chance to know your conversations. And truth be told, I know of some people that have made that mistake, and you like, what? And you want to know more about it. It was so entertaining. Again, but it could be a distraction as well. And so we want to be careful. Again, as Sister Harris said, the background, people pay attention to those type of things. And I think this is a great segue to talk about being in an isolated place, having that place, a space in your home, wherever you are, have that space dedicated for meeting purposes only.
Demonstration number 2.
Let's go.
It's Sunday. I'm on church Zoom. So I am in the kitchen cooking my Sunday dinner. And I'm on Zoom because I don't want to miss church, but I want my dinner to be ready at appropriate time. So this is all you hear on Zoom.
Yep.
Very annoying, right? Yes, right.
Or,
we hear y'all cooking y'all Sunday dinner.
Yeah, or my favorite one. You're just talking, service is going on, or you're in the middle of a meeting, whatever. And then next thing you know, what happens is you hear this. This is a prime example. And you're listening, and they're saying, bless the Lord, oh my soul. And you're listening, and they're saying, look, as a company, we're going forward. And then what happens is, get out the kitchen. Didn't I tell you, get out the kitchen? Get away from the stove, and you know what? Give me the Oreo, the double stuffed ones, and then come out the kitchen. I ain't gonna tell you twice.
And don't forget the remote.
Yeah, I'm serious. You see this stuff all the time. Where people, again, if you're gonna do that, you have a feature on Zoom. I know. Oh my God, this is a revelation. You have a feature on Zoom that says stop video, and you have a mute button.
Yes.
Use it.
Use it.
It works wonders, right? And then also, I love it when people have conversations with each other. You know, you're on the meeting, and then next thing you know, then I tell you to turn to the next channel. Like, why are we watching this right now? Don't you see I'm in the meeting right now? And then you can hear the person respond saying, well, yeah, I see you in the meeting, but I thought we was going to watch this. And then later on, we'll watch Netflix and all of that. No, we ain't supposed to do that. And we can hear all of that. So again, use that mute button, use that stop video button. It will
video. Demonstration number 3.
Let's go.
Hello. Hey, girl, how you doing? Girl, I ain't doing nothing. I'm on this church Zoom right now, girl, trying to get me a word from the Lord. Girl, I don't know. We going to the beach later? Okay, girl, I gotta go. These people probably hearing our conversation. Okay, I'll call you later. Bye. Demonstration number 3. Phone calls during the Zoom. No, we hear all of that. All of it.
Oh my God, we hear all of that.
Video.
Yes, I mean those things, and you will be amazed how that will. First of all, the human attention span is not long at all. I think it's probably 1 minute or even less than that. And so it just takes one little thing, and then next thing you know, we're looking at something else totally different. We're distracted, and you're like, man, I wonder what's that about, and all that. And meanwhile, you'd have missed everything that went on. Kind of like what we do when we're in a meeting personally, at a table or in an office or a space. It happens. That's why they encourage you to put your phones up, because you can easily get on your phone, and now you're totally not in tune with what's going on. So you want to be careful, getting on your phone, having that conversation. Again, if you're going to do that, you have a button called the mute and stop video, because those are distractions.
Also, on your phones, when you're on a Zoom meeting, is just a suggestion, put your phone on vibrate, because we hear all the texts you're getting during the meeting. We hear the dings, we hear the Facebook notifications, we hear all of that. So it's just a suggestion to put your phone on vibrate. And also, like Pastor Skinner said, if you're in a work Zoom or a church Zoom or a friend Zoom and your Facebook notifications are going off, this is what most of us do. We're going to look down and check to see what's going on. So it's best to put it on vibrate or put it out of your way, especially in a church setting. We want to give all our attention to the word, to fellowship, to everything that's going on with church, because we're so blessed and grateful to be able to meet while we can't physically go to the church. So we want to get everything out of it that we can. Praise God.
Amen. And so you know what? I like. How are you feeling right now, Sister Vine?
I feel great. I'm so glad we're talking about this. I feel so good. And there's so much more. And these are just etiquette suggestions. So we're not trying to offend anyone.
And I know, and let me help you with this. There are some people out there that are saying, who are they to tell us how to do our stuff? Who are those peoples and all of that? And I know you hear on Facebook in the comment section, these are suggestions. These are friendly suggestions. We do it out of love.
Friendly, lighthearted suggestions.
Yes, all of that. I'm telling you, we're here for you, because again, we just want to do things decency and in order.
And we want you to be the best you can be. Amen.
Yes. Amen. And so look, there's more to get into. Yes, there's more to get into. And listen, I'm going to share a page right now. You'll get a chance to see it. Sister Harris, you should be able to see it. And if it's okay, let me see. We'll go to all right. So again, this one shows a plate of food and you're eating. Now I have to admit, I was a part of a meeting yesterday, and I got in at the last minute and logged into the meeting. And next thing you know, I'm eating. So what I had to do was I had to cut my video off. So
cut your video off.
You have to cut the video off, you all. The feature is called Stop Video. and next to stop video is the mute button. So you definitely want to tune in and take care of that, because again, it can be a distraction. It also can be rude.
Yes.
So as you, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I totally agree, because I'm a snacker, no doubt about it. I'm a snacker, and some of us may get a little hungry if the meeting or the church service is a little lengthy. So make sure you take part and stop your video, as Pastor Skinner said, and make sure you're always on mute, because sometimes the host can take you off mute. So make sure you're on mute if you're eating and your stop video is off. And if you're really tech savvy, you can upload a picture of you. So it's not just a blank screen. A picture of you, a still picture, is showing while your stop video is off. But eating, the mouth movement. Pastor Skinner, show them how their mouth look while eating on video. Yes.
Is it good?
Yeah, not very pleasing to look at. And then some of us, it get real good, so you allow us to see your food. Ew.
Yeah.
No.
So, nobody wants to see that. That is disgusting. I don't care how cute you try to look and eat. Don't nobody want to see that.
Right. Great picture, Pastor Skinner.
Huh? Next picture.
Next picture. What do we have next?
Here we go. This is my favorite one.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah.
Guys, I was on a Zoom meeting last night, and it had about 200 people in the Zoom meeting. And this was a friendly meeting among friends. And over half of the meeting, people in the Zoom meeting, I kid you not, were in bed. So I got to see the comforter, the pillow, everything that I don't want to see. I don't want to be in your bedroom. But a lot of people were Zooming from laying in their beds. Not a good sight. Sometimes, in my opinion, like if you dress the part for the church Zoom, if you dress the part for the friendship Zoom, if you dress the part for the work Zoom, the body is there, the mind will follow.
Right.
My opinion on it.
Exactly right. And again, we know that you are in the comfort. And if to be honest with you, if that is what you're going to do, we suggest, again, stop the video. But 9 times out of 10, Sister Harris, especially in the workforce, they encourage you to turn on your video.
Yes.
And so even in church services, I encourage people, hey, if you can, turn on your video so we can interact with each other, because guess what? It's boring. I could have just called you over the phone and had this conversation.
Yes.
So
and I guarantee I guarantee you, if I come to my work Zoom and I'm showing a picture of me in bed, I'm going to get a nice call during that meeting and after that meeting. So, there's been commercials on TV where businessmen have on like shorts on their bottom, but they have a shirt and tie on their top when they're doing a work Zoom. And we can't see your bottom, but we can see your top. So just keep that in mind.
It's so important. We don't need to know that you got Ninja Turtle sheets and Power Ranger sheets and all of that. Nobody needs to know that. We definitely understand your infatuation with that, whatever you subscribe to. But again, being in bed, trust me, because I have to admit, I'm just being honest, I'm transparent. I would say, you see that person laying down in the bed? There's a couple of people laying down in the bed just doing the meeting, and it's true. So again, when you come on, you want to be careful not to be in your bed, because again, from a professional standpoint, it's not conducive. It's not professional. Number one, but again, that's why we encourage people, find that space in your house. If you're outside, be careful with the wind and all of that, because that can be distracting as well. If you happen to be outside, then turn your mic off. That way we don't hit the wind and all of that. So again, but being in your bed though, like this is how a lot of people, I know a couple of people, I can name some people, both in the church and also, don't worry about it, I'm gonna call you out, in church and in the professional world that look just like this.
I agree.
So again, we authentic tonight, and we're gonna go ahead. Sister Harris, it's okay if I can go ahead and slide to the next one.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now this one is with the cigarette.
Oh, the smokers are in the house. I'll take that one, Pastor Skinner.
Please.
Okay. So we're not the CDC or we're not the Surgeon General, so we can't tell you what to do, right? But if you are a smoker, remember this. When the church is open, you can't smoke inside the church. When your office is open, you can't smoke inside your office. So use those same principles as not to smoke when you're on a Zoom meeting. That's exactly. your choice to do what you want to do as an adult. But exactly. When we're in church, we want to take time out to honor God. We're there to celebrate Jesus. So our habits is not about us when we walk through those doors. It's about Jesus Christ. So we want to use the same mentality with smoking on a Zoom meeting.
Yeah. And again, from a professional standpoint, and I'm just reiterating what Sister Harris has said, you're on work hours. So when you're on work hours, there's a certain way that you're supposed to carry yourself, of course. There's a code, a conduct book of how we should carry ourselves, just in case people did not know that you actually have one on your job. Everybody has that code of ethics. Yes. Trust me. All yes. And I know some people, this is a revelation, like, for real? And it's like, yes, we actually do. Now, whether we follow it, that's another thing. So during church services, you know that you are in church. So again, you're not smoking during that time. And for, again, a lot of people can get upset with that. And that could be offensive because, again, you're worshiping, and you wouldn't be doing that if you was inside of a church building.
Absolutely. And we know you're in your own homes, and our homes, we feel like we can do what we want to do, but you're setting aside this time to Zoom into this church meeting or this work meeting. So we want to have some discipline, some self-control, because if we were in the actual building, we wouldn't do the same thing.
Yeah. And so that's important. Let's see if we can go to the next one.
Okay.
This is the last one. And this one says, the TV show I put on as background noise is too interesting to ignore. So you want to be constantly engaged in what's going on, right? Yes. We talked earlier, but a lot of times, and again, I have to be honest, doing church is not a problem. Doing work hours, it could be a problem. And it's something that I'm working on. And I'm being honest, my integrity is out there. But you can be very distracted, playing video games while you're in a meeting, looking at TV, doing other things that, it's interesting. We know that you like to watch Meet the Browns and House of Pain and what's the other shows that people watch now?
Okay, so you put your confession out there. I'm going to put my confession out there. Mine is the ID channel. So you guys know who watch the ID channel that it's all about investigation. When stuff happened, right? Very analytical when that happens. So if I'm on Zoom and ID channel is on and it go from somebody finding out stuff, all my distraction, my attention is going to be on the ID channel, and Zoom is going to take second place to that. So when I'm, Zooming, the TV have to go because my attention, I have to be honest, is going to be on the ID channel.
Exactly. Exactly. And so that is so important, so critical. And you may think that is not important, but trust me and believe people are noticing that. And then you end up just missing out a lot. I remember one time I know somebody, they hit me up and said, I didn't even know that the meeting was over with. They was all into the show.
Yes, 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 yes.
And
Absolutely.
and let me go on the limb and say that it was somebody older. They was watching Gunsmoke. And so, Gunsmoke don't come out with new episodes. So when you got caught up in watching Gunsmoke and you didn't even know that the meeting was over, and you, I mean, it could be, so if the host don't happen to end the meeting for all, because now when you are the host, you can end the meeting for all, or there's an option where you can assign somebody else to be the host, and the host can leave out, and other people can gather and talk for a little bit. But just in case that host hasn't assigned nobody, or they have assigned somebody, you still in the meeting, it's like, that can be embarrassing. So I've seen that. I've experienced that as well.
Yes, I hear everything that's going on when you guys have Law and Order in the background, or Judge Mathis, or even Jerry Springer. Yep.
Yep. Definitely.
Yes.
So these are things people still watch Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You too.
Jerry Springer.
You too.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. But again, you'll just be amazed that these are things that go on. Can we talk more about the garments?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, this is one that's near and dear to me because I am a lady. And I know when I go into the house of the Lord, I try to put my best foot forward. And that was a process for me. I'm just going to be honest. I wasn't born and raised in the church. So it took a lot of loving and caring mothers, sisters, other women to tell me, okay, Vanya, you might not want to show all that cleavage, or you might not want to wear that dress so tight, or put this scarf over your lap. Because the point of that is the men in church, their mind should be stayed on what they're doing for God. And we as women, if we're dressed inappropriately, can be a distraction. Now, this is a big argument as of today up for debate. I know my mom was raised a certain way with the dress code, and now we have the millennials, and then you have me. So that's always up for debate, but we want the men of at least our church to have their mind stayed on what they're doing for Christ, because only what you do for Christ will last. Yes. So I said all that to say, because it's a little touchy, I've been on a lot of Zoom meetings where women do not have on, and I'm just going to be a little blunt here, they don't have on bras. So as I said in the beginning, when you have your video on, we see everything from this part all the way down to your waist. Right. So very obvious when you don't have on a bra and you're on Zoom. And it could be distracting to some people. It could be downright offensive to some people because, we wouldn't go into the sanctuary, women, without a bra on. So right. This good etiquette is wearing appropriate undergarments. And what's up with that wife beater, Pastor Skinner?
Yeah, see, let me help y'all with this. It's very, it can be hilarious, but then at the same time, we have to call our attention to it. Picture me from a church standpoint. I'm in my white beater, and what was supposed to be a tiger on my chest or whatever, on my arm, let's say you can see it right here. It was supposed to be a tiger, but now it's a hippopotamus because as years has expanded, I have two. And now everybody be looking and they'll say, we ain't know Reverend had a tattoo there. Where you get that? Meanwhile, as I'm delivering the sermon, you're saying to yourself, you ain't listening to the sermon. Now the conversation is, did you see that tattoo? Right? So those are things, again, we have to be careful. So put a shirt on. Please put a shirt on, because it is so important. Because now for women, let me share this from a male's perspective. Because now with sexual harassment, the way it is today, and it should be treated like that. If you come on like that and you're focused and somebody happens to say something, now you can't say, well, people should have self-control. People are people.
We're all human first.
Exactly. So again, I would tell people, and let me go out on a limb and say this as well. Some people may disagree, but we're sexual human beings. So we have to be careful not to put ourselves out there, because what happens is, if you put yourself out there, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be the center of conversation. And now we're talking, and then also you could be opening a door and you may not want to open that door. And now all of a sudden, well, how you doing, Sister Boom Boom? It's nice to see you. You know, the other day, when I'm alone in my room, I hear my conscience calling. I'm staring at the wall, and now you get all this unwanted attention. Same thing with guys. You want to be careful about what you wear. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to come on. We don't want to see your chest and all of that. We know you got muscles and all of that. It ain't the time. Both in the church, also professionally, it's not time for all of that. And so you still have to come correct. Yes, our workplace is our household. Yes, our worship places is in our households. But we still have a responsibility and a duty to come presentable.
Absolutely. We're bringing God our best.
Exactly. So even Sister Harris, I could comment. You look very nice tonight.
Thank you.
And so I have a shirt on as well. Usually I have a polo or might wear a suit on Sunday. But again, I'm not revealing anything. Right. There's nothing being revealed or nothing like that. You can't stop people from talking to people. But again, you just don't want to allow that door, present a door that's not there. And now we have a problem. Now we have friction. We have a conflict. People love drama and everything like that. And so again, you don't want to bring that unnecessary attention to that, because again, you could be a distraction. You never know what people are dealing with as well. Yes. So you never know if they could be struggling in that area. And so again, you just want to be careful. Now look, we're saying this, you all, out of love.
Love.
All right.
If we
These are suggestions.
Say nothing.
Right. These are suggestions. Again, we do this out of love. These are suggestions. And look, if you have more to add to this segment, in the comment section, again, there's been some people that's been in the comment section. I'm looking at some folks in the comment section.
Okay.
I don't know if you have Facebook up, Sister Harris, but you can see that a lot of people have been commenting. A lot of people have been saying amen. They have been saying, somebody even said we should make this into a show. It's been very interactive. And yes, we should. I mean, these are conversations, and these are more conversations. And so the conversation just don't stop with myself and Sister Harris. Let's continue it.
Yes, please. Let's continue it. We're very open to suggestions. If you have more.
Yes. Let us know.
Because in the world, this is the new normal.
Right.
This is the new normal. And it looks as if we're going to be Zooming for a while.
Right.
You know, even if things open back up, some places, such as your job, I know my job has went to having us there only. So.
Sure.
And that.
Mm-hmm. Some type of connection. Mm-hmm. I know there's some type of connection. It's a connection on my end. I don't know what people are saying.
Issue. It's okay. I'll just do some.
Yeah, it's froze. Sister Vanya, it's froze on your end. I don't know what's going on. But okay, so look, I echo everything that Sister Vanya said. This again, if you have suggestions, you should bring it. We say this out of love. I'm gonna see if Sister Harris will come back on. Look like
Yes.
she will on. Yes. So can you repeat what you just said? It looked like you might be freezing again. Let's see if you can speak and see if it's coming. Let me see. So that's technology for you, good people. I don't know what's going on with the connection. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what happened to Sister Harris. But again, these are suggestions. We are saying all of this stuff out of love. She went back out. For everybody that has commented, we appreciate you for logging in. Martavius, Reverend Ingram, uh, the Smiths.
I
Okay.
am.
Wait, I think you freezing again. I don't know. Oh my gosh, you freezing again.
The Zoom is you never know when you're going.
Yeah, you never know. Oh man, I wish we had it. It's freezing again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's a Zoom disconnect going on. But anyway, you all, we saying all of this out of love. Let's continue this conversation. We'll continue to bring this. I know some people are suggesting this could be a weekly conversation again, and we can possibly stretch this beyond imagination. We could bring other people in so you can share your thoughts. Again, this background that you see, Sister Rose, the president, the background you see, I downloaded it. So yes, thank you so much. I see a couple of pastor friends of mine is on, Pastor Murphy, Baton Rouge, Pastor Anderson, Reverend Smith. Again, I appreciate you. What's up, cuz? I see. We appreciate you all for coming in and sharing with us. We're going to go ahead and close out again. Be careful what you wear. Be careful of the background noise. Be in an isolated place. All right. And also be careful of not being in your bed. That is so important. Let's see if it works now.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, no. Yes, okay.
Always got to be ready.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. And this is live, everybody. This is what happened when you in live. Yeah, it's froze again. I'm gonna go ahead and close us out. I know we've been on here
It's
for
froze again.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see. Nope. I don't know what's happening.
And
Look, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, and then we'll reconnect and see what happens. Again, we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. We'll see. I mean, if we come back in, we'll come back.
we'll be back.
Okay, yes, we will be back. In fact, we'll be back next week. We will do it. We will come back and we'll have some funny. We even might have a guest on. So again, share this on your page. Share this on your page. We encourage you, again, continue the conversation. We just started the conversation, so continue the conversation. We thank and appreciate the visionary.
Yes, we will, everybody.
This is the visionary who decided to put this
together.
The conversation. Sister Vanya Harris is the visionary for all of this. And so she came up with this vision. And we want to just applaud her right now. She might be froze. Hopefully she can see the replay of it. But we applaud her for her due diligence in putting this together. She had she was urged to do it. She was called to do it. And so I appreciate you allowing me to be on this journey with you to assist in the areas that we can. Again, like, comment, and share. Sister Harris, go ahead and say something if you can.
I love you guys. Please, it was just the suggestions that's been said. I enjoyed this time with Pastor Skinner. I think we're great at offsetting each other. He's a millennial and I'm a forget about that generation. But okay, so I've enjoyed this time coming to you guys. Send your suggestions, send your comments. We'll get back out here and spread love.
Yes. Outside of that,
Pastor Skinner.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And yes, we will continue this conversation next week. We will definitely do it. Again, we thank our visionary for this. And we thank you all for tuning in. Again, like, comment, and share. Yes, we will do it next week. We'll put a flyer out there. We'll definitely do this next week. And we'll share it. Again, we'll continue this conversation. God bless each and every one of you all. Enjoy.
God bless you guys.
All right.
God bless.
Good night, everybody.
Amen. Good night.
Let's see. Here we go. We still live.
We're still live.